Hi Scorpio, this is your crystal message reading come through. Scorpio, sun, moon and rising. Let's take a look what the earth element has for you, what messages earth element has for you. Shuffling your crystal oracle cards first, and then we'll tap in with the crystal tarot deck. So this is for Scorpio, sun, moon and rising, and Venus, because there's been a lot of love messages coming through as well. So sun, moon, rising and Venus. Scorpio placements. Let's take a look. What is your message? What does Scorpio need to know right now, Spirit? All right, we have moss agate. Okay, so this crystal is all about communication, prosperity and growth, linked to the earth element and the heart chakra. My words are a reflection of my thoughts and I choose them wisely. So, okay, balancing out the mind. Mental chatter is what I'm picking up. I'm picking up negative mental chatter or negative self-talk. So to be mindful about that, curbing it or stopping it when you can, you know, when you feel yourself going down that road in your mind of pessimism, let's say, it's to have mindfulness and put a stop to it, as like catch it as it's happening. And a good way you can do that is actually by throwing yourself in the energy of gratitude. So just listing all those things that you're grateful for in that time, in that moment, and that actively shifts your frequency back into positive energy. So being careful as to the words that you're telling yourself. Words are spells, you know, they come true. It also says that this stone supports to attract abundance and prosperity, and it fosters growth. So what I'm feeling is you may be a bit pessimistic at this time, Scorpio. You may be feeling a bit in the energy of lack mindset, of you don't have enough and it's never going to happen for you and things like that. Let's get you another card and then we'll tap in with the tarot to find out what's going on and to get some advice for you. Leopard skin jasper. This is about protection, confidence and grounding. The affirmation is, I believe in my decisions and I trust the path I'm on. Okay, linked to the earth element and the root chakra. So this is finances, this is security, your solid, stable foundations in the world. And I don't feel as though you are feeling very solid, stable and secure right now. So this stone, leopard skin jasper, offers support in providing solid foundations in life, it says. It also shields against negativity, fostering a deep sense of stability and confidence. So you can use this crystal, leopard skin jasper, to support you with building confidence and grounding energy. So that's looking at your root chakra as well as your solar plexus, your inner sun. Excuse me. Bottom of the deck is moldavite. Okay, so moldavite will crack you open. Moldavite is a very powerful stone. It's actually a meteorite, very powerful stone that actually facilitates or opens you up to a major spiritual awakening, and it also catapults you into your true calling or your soul or your purpose, your soul's purpose. So you may be experiencing quite heavy cycles of late because it's trying to mold you and build this strength and confidence and resilience and security in yourself to walk in your path, your true path in life, it says. So you're going through major changes, evolution and awakening, spiritual awakening, Scorpio, which isn't pretty. At times it can be very dark. They call it the dark night of the soul for a reason. literally your ego is just shattering. Your ego is crumbling in order for your true self to emerge, shall we say, your spirit self, your soul self. And in that cycle, you may start to notice certain changes within yourself, in the way you're communicating with yourself. You may start to hear your spirit speak, your higher self come through more clearer. So trust in that. It says believe in the decisions and trust the path that you're on. So you're not going mad, you're not going crazy. You're actually being readjusted and realigned to be in your true authentic self, your true authentic energy. But not only that, to walk your true authentic path or your soul's purpose, your calling, the reason why you're here. All right, let's get some tarot on it and see what's really going on for you, Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. What are the energies surrounding Scorpio? What do they need to know at this time? The Eight of Cups just flipped over, which represents walking away from something. So you're leaving people, places and things in the past that you're no longer resonating with. And perhaps you feel a bit unsure about this space that you're in. You may be in like a void space for a while. It's just so you can realign with your higher timeline. Three of Pentacles, so you're going to be collaborating. Okay. All right, let's see. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. What's the strongest energy surrounding them at this time, Spirit? What do they need to know in regards to their true calling, their soul's purpose? So it says believe in your decisions and trust the path you're on. As I said, I've seen the Eight of Cups, which represents you may have just walked away from something and you're perhaps unsure as to whether that was the right thing to do or not. Let's see. We have the Hierophant and the King of Swords. And then Death. Okay. Okay, what I'm picking up is there may have been some form of slander going on in regards to your spirituality, in regards to your beliefs or your inner knowing. So perhaps you've been a bit pessimistic about this awakening because of what's going round. Perhaps you've picked up on people talking about you, or and this may involve a lover. There may be a lover of yours that you've walked away from and they're slandering your beliefs. That's what I'm picking up. But this is coming to an end. Death card, which represents that transformation. That may also represent the dark night of the soul, as I mentioned earlier. It says, I trust my knowing and I make a commitment. And the leopard skin jasper affirmation is to believe in your decisions and trust the path that you're on. So you may be why did I just say bullied? There's a white cat that's walking past, represents good luck and the Holy Spirit. Perhaps you're starting to receive messages from the Holy Spirit and you're being bullied for this, or people are mocking you because they don't understand your journey. They're not supposed to. It's your journey. This may be a lover from the past, a past connection of some sort. Or you had to make a choice as to whether you were going to move forward in this calling or going to keep people pleasing, people that weren't even in your favor anyway, that never really had your back anyway. Clearly, because this person's been talking about you, I feel, behind your back. Not only that, they're stalking you. Page of Swords, trying to gather information from you. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. So this involves some form of work that you do. You've received a new opportunity in some form of endeavor, financial endeavor, as a high priestess. Okay, so you may have been having a lot of negative thoughts. I feel this is projections from this person that's got so much to say. This King of Swords uses their tongue and projects. I'm picking up Yeah, they're under a tower moment for them. So this person's been slandering you, probably saying you're woo-woo and you're a witch or whatever it is that they say. Seven of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. Because of what you decided to invest in. So you've invested in something where you provide a service, and I feel this service is to do with being a high priestess or channeling messages, or you're a psychic of some sort, or you have certain gifts and abilities that you share with your community. And this person doesn't like that, and so they've tried to sabotage this by perhaps projecting these negative thoughts onto you. And not only that, they tried to end something for you in your life, but they received a tower moment, which is divine intervention, or chaos is happening in their life now as a result of their actions towards you. Not only that, they're stalking you on the social media, so the same thing that they're mocking, they're actually stalking and watching, trying to receive information, perhaps trying to get help for their sad lives while slandering you. Okay, either way, your ships are coming in, things are aligning for you with the Three of Wands, and this creates a tower moment for them because all their negative talk under your life, this to me feels like evil eye, speaking ill will over a person's endeavors, creative endeavors. But because I feel you're heavily protected, because you are the high priestess, which means you're under the divine, it's caused a tower for them. Meanwhile, you receive this beautiful new big old Ace of Pentacles, which is a new opportunity to improve in your work, to become a master in what it is that you do. And perhaps this situation here was actually a catalyst in pushing you to become more in tune with your higher self and your psychic abilities. So they're actually doing you a favor. Nine of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and the World. So someone's having some major anxiety and PTSD, sleepless nights, because of, I feel, what you're going to say. When you're sharing your work, I feel you may be speaking on these negative energies and ultimately shining a light on the darkness, which is what they're scared of. Nine of Swords. This is coming to an end with the World card though. So this tower, I feel, has or is keeping them occupied, so they can't focus so much attention on trying to ruin your purpose, which is what you're in. You're in your purpose. Remember, the Moldavite represents spiritual awakenings to push you into alignment on you, in your purpose. And I feel you're very much so in your purpose. You're strengthening your skills, and you are the star. Yeah, you're the healer. So you are a star seed or a healer, a light worker, definitely God's messenger, I feel. And I feel this can also represent you being a messenger as well. With the Page of Swords, you receive information and then you share it with your community, your soul tribe or your soul family, or whoever you're guided to share it with. Ace of Cups. So we have some new love coming in now. I welcome new love and I trust what it brings. This can also represent self-love. So you are definitely in a very favorable position right now, Scorpio. So I'm not sure as to where these negative thoughts are coming from. The only energy I'm picking up is it's projected from this King of Swords, who didn't choose their battles wisely. It says, I trust my ability to make a strategic decision. It's a King of Swords, sorry, I thought that was a Knight of Swords. So this is someone that is very cutthroat and very calculated in what it is that they do. King of Swords is very cold, doesn't really have emotions. The energy I'm picking up here, sorry, it can represent Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but the energy I'm picking up is they use a lot of communication as a negative, as a weapon. We have the King of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. So This may be new love now coming in for you, which is a King of Pentacles, someone who is stable, secure and grounded, someone that's practical, and someone that is sure of their place in the world. So there's no need for any slandering or, you know, trying to belittle you, because they are already sure of themselves. This is someone from your past. This may be a past life connection, so you haven't met them yet, or this may be someone that you already know, that's someone from your past. But I feel this person has deep love for you. We have the Nine of Pentacles, independence. They may like the fact that you're independent. I can hear self-fulfilled. I don't know what that means. Self-fulfilled. You don't need anyone else to be fulfilled. You fulfill your own needs. Okay. So you're not a gold digger, basically. You're someone that is able to cater to your own needs, whatever needs that may be. Pentacles is money, energy, resources, time. But we have the Eight of Swords here now. So okay, so I feel this person may be a bit in their head because they know how independent you are, and they may feel as though you don't need them or you don't need anyone. But who doesn't need true love? We're all here for that reason. To love, to share love, to spread love. So anyone that's healed, healthy and balanced would be welcoming love in all of its forms. We have the Eight of Swords. I release myself from self-inflicted binds. So I feel that this person was stuck in their head because you're so independent, not sure how to approach you perhaps. Also, they've had to move away from some form of drama. That's perhaps another thing that made them stuck in their head, is the fact that they needed to cleanse their energy and move away from certain people, places and things that perhaps may have been influencing them and keeping them bound, mentally entrapped or mentally imprisoned. But that was an illusion. Someone was casting illusions over them to make them feel as though perhaps they wouldn't have a chance if they approached you, or you weren't interested. Whatever the illusion was, this was keeping the situation stuck and stagnant. But now, with the Strength card and the Eight of Wands, there's some form of communication or forward movement that's going to take place now. They need strength to speak up, is also what I'm hearing. King of Wands, they need the strength to speak up and be a leader of their own life. King of Wands is confident, doesn't need external validation, doesn't need approval. Once he's got his mind focused on something, they go for it. The King of Wands affirmation is, I am successful in all that I do. So there is no room for any pessimism or doubt or, you know, oh, this might not work. The King of Wands takes charge, takes the lead. He's a leader. Solar plexus energy coming through again. I'm sure I mentioned the solar plexus earlier. Root chakra. So this person's very grounded and stable, but I feel they may need to work on their solar plexus, which is their confidence, to claim that which they desire. And it's looking like they're desiring you, Scorpio. Flip the roles if needed. But we have some form of communication or movement now. I manifest multiple opportunities and I am successful in all that I do. Let's get some advice for you, Scorpio. Knight of Swords, so it came out. This person, this King of Swords, because this is the card I was looking at to clarify. This is the person that's been slandering you. And they're in heavy karma for doing so. Tower and the karmic wheel. I trust whatever the universe brings me. And I feel that works both ways. Trusting that the divine will deal with these people that are trying to sabotage your life, but also trusting that the divine will bring you what you deserve, which is love and happiness. 10 cups. So this Ace of Cups, I've just realised you've got two aces here, Ace of Cups and Ace of Pentacles, which is new opportunities, perhaps to level up in your career, as well as a new opportunity to partner with someone who genuinely has love for you, which is lovely. 10 Cups, so you're going to be happy. Oh, as I say, you're going to be happy. There you have the Sun, which is the most positive card in tarot. The Sun, bright, and here's that white cat again, representing spirit, representing good luck, positive energy. So just know that in this new cycle, you will be experiencing a lot of happiness and positivity. So it says, stay optimistic. I am optimistic and I appreciate all that I have. As I mentioned earlier, whenever you get those negative thoughts of the past creeping in, silence your mind with gratitude, positive affirmations, gratitude that throws you back in the energy of high vibrations. Optimism, the Sun, lovely. So let's get a card of advice for you and then the immediate future outcome. Although the advice is pretty clear to continue in the direction that you're going with your work, continue to embrace this new beginning. It says, I am always rewarded for all that I do. So you are being recognized, maybe talking to my divine feminines, in your purpose, and as a result, you will be rewarded. Ace of Swords is the truth, Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Temperance. So you're investing in yourself, self-care, throwing yourself in the energy of self-care because you know some form of truth. Or this person now knows the truth of you, that you are abundant, that you are independent, that you are a nurturer. You take care of things, you plant seeds, and you have the energy to support them to grow. And as I say, growth, Seven of Pentacles, investments, temperance, balance, calmness. So you've got very beautiful calming energies around you. I find clarity through calm. So perhaps this person who had to move away from any drama or confusion or chaos, that was stuck in a mental prison, what I'm picking up now is they now know the truth of who you are, that you are the Queen of Pentacles, and that you are a good investment, that you would only add positivity to their life, the Sun. And not only that, protection. You are divinely protected for who you are. You're a divine high priestess, you're an empress, a divine feminine. And I feel this is the information that is being identified about you now, which is probably the opposite of this negative slander and talking that this King of Swords was doing about you. So it was all lies. The truth has come out with the Ace of Swords. It was all lies. It was sneaky deception. Seven of Swords. Snaky energy. Sneaky energy. Two of Cups. So they tried to deceive you out of a union, out of a relationship that would have offered you an equal give and take. What I'm picking up is now you or the cross watcher, flip the roles if needed, was deceived into a union that has left them heavily burdened. So someone's been very calculated. This King of Swords or Knight of Swords has been very calculated, trying to project negativity onto your life and then trying to sabotage your relationships with heavy energy. 10 Wands. Because they wanted to bind you for themselves. Four of Pentacles. Advice moving forward to close the reading. Well, to close the reading is the close of a cycle. The World card, it's over. I feel the truth's all come out now of these deceitful people that have been trying to sabotage your new beginnings, your happiness, your new love, or your love life in general. The Magician. They were manipulative. They were even perhaps resorting to spell work. But I feel this is word spells. This is just chanting or speaking ill will over your life. But I feel it was repetitive. Looking at this here, it's just giving me the energy of it was repetitive. It just wouldn't end. They wouldn't stop talking negativity over your life. And perhaps this is what you were picking up with the negative mindset, the negative thoughts. But you are on the right track. It was spell work that was perhaps trying to affect your mental state, is what I'm picking up as well. But this, it's 4 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands, 3 of Swords. They did so much to try and sabotage you, all out of jealousy. 5 of Swords. So they're very angry and conflicted now with the 5 of Wands, and heartbroken, perhaps because their little plan didn't work. Yep, 2 of Wands is the plan. 4 of Cups, missed opportunity. Their little plan didn't work because you're protected. 7 of Wands, you protected yourself from people that were slandering you. This may have even involved a Knight of Pentacles, or this ultimately was just to slow you down. Yeah, to slow you down and to make you lose your inspiration and your motivation for what it is that you love doing, or what it is that you're called to do. All right, Scorpio. Divine justice will be at play. This may have been the Pisces. This King of Swords is a Pisces. They wanted to reconcile with you because you are in your purpose. 10 Pentacles. So they tried to burden you and slander you, so nobody else would be interested in you, and then they would swoop back in. Yeah, for the Pentacles, for the money, for the opportunity to have a comfortable life. But you're too clever for that, and you are heavily protected. Your boundaries are in place. Keep moving forward, Scorpio. You're too clever for that. Queen of Swords. Mind, you don't work from your heart and your emotions, although you do slip into that when needed. Here's another cat. Feline energy, flexible. You know how to adapt your energy to certain circumstances and situations. So you know when to move into your Queen of Pentacles energy, nurturing. Perhaps when the kids come home, you fall into that mommy energy or daddy energy, or at work you support and nurture others in your calling. But then you can move into that Queen of Swords energy where you're not taking no crap from no one, and you're using your mind and your logic to perhaps maneuver yourself through these traps that people try to lay for you. So you're too clever for this person. And then you can move into your Queen of Cups energy, which is very loving and nurturing and emotionally balanced. And not only that, this is where you connect with spirit as well, through your heart, through the water element. This is definitely a divine feminine I'm talking about. This is someone that is in their purpose and embodies all of the queens. It's judgment time. Judgment time for these people. Knight of Wands in reverse. Someone that is very promiscuous and wanted to swoop in with some pathetic, low vibrational energy just to claim your 10 Pentacles. But you've seen the play. You know the play. So you know to decline and keep it moving with the Chariot card in a balanced way. All right, Scorpio. If you'd like to book a personal reading, you can do so via the website naturalmiracles.co.uk. Hit that subscribe for me, hit that follow for me, and hit the like for me as well. It's really appreciated. Yeah, all the best with this, Scorpio, and I will catch up with you soon.